Close your eyes. Right now. Do it. Picture a red apple in your mind. Rotate it. See the light reflecting off the skin. Now, imagine a number written on that apple. Don't say it out loud. Just think it. For all of human history, that image, and that number, belonged only to you. It was the only place in the universe that was truly safe. The only place where you could commit a crime, scream in anger, or hide a secret, and no one would ever know. Open your eyes. I have bad news. That place no longer exists. While you were distracted by chatbots and generated images, a much quieter, much more dangerous revolution took place in the laboratories of Silicon Valley and Zurich. We have breached the final firewall. We have hacked the human mind. Welcome to the SpectraNerve. To understand how we lost our cognitive liberty, we have to look at a leaked experiment from late 2024. It didn't make the front page of the newspapers. It was too complex, too scientific. But the implications were terrifying. Researchers connected a subject to a high-resolution scanner. They showed the subject a series of images. A clock tower. A teddy bear. A train moving through the snow. Then, they fed the raw electrical signals from the subject's brain into an artificial intelligence model based on Stable Diffusion. They asked the AI, draw what this person is seeing. The AI didn't just guess. It reconstructed the images with 80% accuracy. It drew the clock tower. It drew the teddy bear. It drew the train. It pulled the visual data directly from the visual cortex, bypassed the eyes, and printed it on a screen. At the time, the scientists cheered. They spoke about helping paralyzed people communicate. They spoke about curing blindness. They used the word medical in every sentence to keep the public calm. But the military and the advertising giants heard something else. They didn't hear cure. They heard access. Fast forward to today. The technology has shrunk. You don't need a giant MRI machine anymore. The sensors are now microscopic. They are being embedded into the consumer electronics you are already buying. The headband you wear for meditation. The noise-canceling headphones you wear to sleep. The virtual reality headset you strap to your face for gaming. Look at the terms of service for the latest generation of neural interface wearables. Buried in Section 14, Paragraph 3, there is a new clause. It grants the corporation the right to collect, analyze, and sell neurobiometric data. What is neurobiometric data? It is not just your heart rate. It is your focus. It is your emotional state. It is the electrical signature of your desire. Imagine this scenario. It is the year 2026. You are walking down the street wearing augmented reality glasses. You see a billboard for a new car. You don't stop. You don't click anything. But for a split second, your pupils dilate and your brain emits a P300 wave, a specific electrical spike that indicates recognition and interest. The glasses record that spike. They upload it to the cloud. Before you have even reached the end of the block, the algorithm knows you want that car. It knows you are feeling insecure about your status. It knows you are worried about money. It serves you an ad on your phone 5 minutes later, tailored exactly to that insecurity. This is not marketing. This is extraction. We are moving from the attention economy to the intention economy. In the attention economy, they fought for your eyes. In the intention economy, they fight for your thoughts before you even turn them into actions. But if corporate exploitation was the only threat, maybe we could live with it. We are used to being products. The real nightmare begins when this technology meets the state. When it meets the law. Let's talk about the concept of cognitive liberty. It is the human right to absolute privacy of the mind. It is a right that is not written in any constitution because, until now, it didn't need to be protected. Physics protected it. Biology protected it. But now that the barrier is broken, legal systems around the world are scrambling to decide, do you own your thoughts? Consider the case of Project Morpheus, a rumored initiative involving AI training on sleep data. We know that when we sleep, the brain consolidates memories. It replays the day. It processes trauma. For an AI, a dreaming brain is a goldmine of unadulterated data. Hackers have already demonstrated dream injection. By playing specific audio frequencies and flashing microsecond light pulses through a sleep mask, they can influence the narrative of a dream. Now, combine that with recording. If you want to survive the future where your dreams are just another data stream to be monetized, you need to be informed. You need to see the wires before they plug them in. Subscribe to SpectraNerve. We are documenting the end of the human era. Join the discussion in the comments. If a machine could record your dreams, would you watch them? Back to the reality. The most chilling application of neurotechnology is pre-crime. We all know the movie. But the reality is much more boring and much more effective. In a recent trial, a defendant claimed he was innocent. He said he was nowhere near the scene of the crime. The prosecutors didn't have DNA. They didn't have a weapon. But they had a warrant for his neural data. They showed him a picture of the crime scene, a picture that had never been released to the public. A person who has never seen a room before processes the image differently than someone who remembers it. The brain has a familiarity response. The AI analyzed his brainwaves as he looked at the photo. It detected recognition. It detected the specific electrical signature of a memory being retrieved. He was convicted. Not because he confessed, but because his brain betrayed him. This sounds like justice. But think about the false positives. Think about the intrusive thoughts. Have you ever stood on a train platform and thought, just for a second, what if I jumped? Have you ever held a knife in the kitchen and had a flash of a violent image? These are called intrusive thoughts. They are normal. They are human. We dismiss them. But an AI looking at your brainwaves doesn't know the difference between a fantasy, a fear, and an intent. To the algorithm, the image of the crime is present in your mind. Therefore, you are a threat. We are building a world where we will be forced to self-censor not just our speech, but our internal monologue. A world where you will be afraid to imagine something controversial, because the device on your head might flag you as a dissident. This is the ultimate panopticon. The prison where the guards don't just watch you from a tower, they watch you from inside your own skull. The technology is accelerating. The resolution is getting sharper. The AI is getting faster. Soon, they won't just be able to decode images. They will be able to decode internal speech. The little voice in your head that you are listening to right now? They are building a microphone for it. The tech giants call it telepathy. They sell it as magic. Control your phone with your mind. Write a text message just by thinking it. It is convenient. It is magical. And it is the bait. Once you put on the headset, once you calibrate it to your unique neural topology, you are signing over the admin passwords to your consciousness. You are creating a digital twin of your mind. And digital things can be copied. Digital things can be hacked. Digital things can be deleted. Imagine a hacker locking you out of your own neural interface. Imagine a ransomware attack that doesn't encrypt your files, but floods your visual cortex with blinding strobe lights and deafening noise until you pay the Bitcoin. This is not a glitch. This is a feature of the connected body. So, what can we do? The first step is awareness. Recognize that neural data is the new oil. When a company releases a new headset, ask yourself, where does the data go? Is it processed on the device, or is it sent to a server? Be wary of the convenience trap. Typing with your hands is slow, yes. But it is private. Speaking is slower than thinking, yes. But it gives you a filter. Do not be so eager to remove the filters. Those filters are what make us human. Those filters are what keep us free. The era of private thought is ending. The era of the transparent mind is beginning. Protect your passwords. But more importantly, protect your dreams.